Good morning, yogis. Welcome, welcome. Go ahead and find the chat, my dears, while I get the second camera set up. Good morning, Vinyasa. So good to see you. We have a good day planned. It is a fun day today, unlike all the other days. Okay. Yes, exactly. All right, let's fix this. Good morning, everybody. Welcome, Sarah, Ursula, Valeria, Viviana, Michelle. All right, getting that second camera. Hope you guys are ready to move. All right. Yes, Michelle. Okay, let's see. Go back a little. All right. Good morning, Jessica. Let's see this camera. Okay. Good morning, Jessica. All right, guys, so any pose requests? Today's a full body class, but is there any specific area that you would like for us to dive deep into other than hips and hamstrings? I know you always want that. Any particular area, any particular practice? I'm taking requests. Every time I ask, it's hips and hamstrings. You guys need to lower back. Okay, lower back is hips, hamstrings, and around the way core strengthening. So I'll throw some of those lower abdominal exercises in. Pain in the upper back. Okay. Jessica, were you in class yesterday? I'm trying to remember because I did some specific shoulder openers to get, yeah, so those, did that help at all? Did you notice a change from those from yesterday, or you didn't have the pain yesterday? Good morning, Anais, and hey, Brian. Hello, Jasmine. All right. You guys are here bright and early. We have 2 minutes to chit chat. So upper back. Hey, Bam. So good to see you. Wow. Good morning. Here for core and dad jokes. Oh my gosh. You just made my day. That's what I'm always here for too. Core is my favorite. Good morning, Lara. And I always worry I'm killing you guys with too much core, but if you did my core, it's so much. I love strong core. Okay, good. I'm happy to know it's you, that you like it. You didn't have the pain yesterday. I would do the shoulder exercise. Yeah. So it's possible then if you didn't have it yesterday and we did those shoulder exercises, that you had something that was buried and it brought it up. So one of the things that happens in yoga practice is you might not be in touch with some of the things that are happening in your body when we start to do these deep dives into areas. Sometimes the area will get worse or get more aggravated because either it's something pulled out a little bit, which is possible. But another thing is that there's these adhesions that are in the muscle. And when we start to expose them and they begin to release, that actually it'll feel worse and it'll pull on the surrounding tissues more. So it could be any of the above. Or maybe yesterday you sat a lot like a Tyrannosaurus Rex at your computer. Who knows? But for sure the answer is we keep going. Let me close some windows here on my laptop because apparently Ray's already been busy this morning. Okay. Right. This. Okay. All right. It is 9:30, my loves. Let's begin. We're going to start on all fours. So go ahead and make your way onto all fours. Let me check the audio real quick because it resets. It's like I set it high and then it'll reset on its own. No, but it didn't this time, but I never know when it does it. All right. We start with wrist. Why? Because we're going to do a lot of things on our hands and on our arms, and the wrist is like this area that's oftentimes ignored. Let's get this camera really on me. I think I push it back. There we go. Okay, excellent. Right wrist goes back, spread the fingers. Okay, now notice what's happening here. I want you guys to begin moving, and because there's a lot of people in teacher training here, I'm going to show you what we do if a student can't get their wrist into this position with the elbow forward. Okay, so you guys keep moving. What you do is you make them put their hand up like this so the elbow is forward, and then they rotate the hand while keeping the elbow in position and bring it down to the ground. Yeah? So we bring it down to the ground. That's the secret way if you have a student that can't get the elbow forward. We do it in space without the resistance of the ground, and then we place it on the ground. Excellent. Other side, otro lado. Fingers face back, spread them, press the nails into the mat, move forward and back. I really wish we had a playlist going on today. You know, like it doesn't work through Zoom, but I really wish we had some music to move to. All right, we won't suffer though. My voice will be good enough. Go ahead, turn it around. Take your fingers back, bring your pinkies together, and lean back. Is it Beyonce that said that? Lean back, lean back. I don't think so. Who was it, Victor?
Stop while you're ahead.
My photographer is sitting here, and he's also a musician. So I try to make a music joke, and I have no idea about pop culture references. Next, we're going to get the inside of the thumb line. Find this right here, and go ahead and bring it between your knees. Now, make sure you don't go back between your thighs. It has to be between your knees, touching the ground. And then you actually squeeze the knees together. So you push the palms flat, and then you lean back. Forward and back, stretch the inside line. Excellent, good. And I want you to come to a comfortable seated position. We're going to do some pranayama. And I want to make sure your lungs are really open today. So we'll start with preparatory pranayamas. You'll inhale, filling the lungs with air. And then you're going to hold the breath. And we're going to make different hand positions and stimulate the lung tissue. Actually removes any stagnation or helps to remove stagnation. All right, begin. Inhale fully. Hold the breath and just beat the rib cage, not your belly, just where there's bones. Excellent, release. Second round, inhale fully, fill the lungs up, really, really big breath and hold. Notice how you're already heating up. So third round, we make tiger's claws. Inhale fully. You can tell I got a good night's sleep and too much espresso this morning. Okay, good. I want you to take your hands up like this and push the elbows back as far as you can, and then interlace your hands behind your neck. Keep the elbows back. Good. Hold your head in a neutral position, but the head pushes back against the hands, elbows go back. Open your mouth wide, and you're going to do open mouth Bhastrika. So that's forceful inhale, forceful exhale. Fill up your belly with air. Sounds like this. Begin. Deep inhale, deep exhale. We won't do this too long. You'll get lightheaded, but it's going to really oxygenate you. Okay, exhale. Exhale, close the front body, elbows in, stretch the back of the neck. Inhale, push the head back, elbows back. And release. All right, good. So since we are in this wonderful starting position, let's go ahead and cross our ankles. Now, there's some modifications here. My ankles are crossed, my feet are off the ground, your knees together. I'm going to show you the modifications, but come into the pose. We're targeting your iliopsoas. So if you have lower back pain or any kind of strain in the back, I want you to walk your fingers back. See how I'm creating the arch? Those of you in the alignment training right here, we have a back bend at the spine which protects the lower back. Good, so here's one position. Now, if the lower back is not bothered, I'm going to hug it in even more. This is a more aggressive version. Safe for you if there's no pain. Switch the ankles other side. See how I lock my elbows so that I'm extending the shoulders forward? Just notice that you can do that. You can take them back and extend it forward. Squeeze everything in and up. I know you're starting to sweat. I know you want to quit, but don't. I secretly can see you through the camera, whether it's on or not. One of my yogic powers. Good. Hook your elbows around your knees. Give yourself a squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. No lazy yogis today. If you're lazy, you get spankings. Right elbow around the right knee. Extend your left leg out. Again, you can use the hand out to the side for support if you would like. Good. Lower the left leg to hover off the ground. Also an option to have both arms straight. Hold. So we have it nice and low. And I want you to just lift it up, slow and steady. Spread your toes and feel like you're actively pushing against an invisible wall, up and down. Don't give up. Regulate your breath, hint of a smile. I'm doing the same thing and talking, so you have no excuses. Excellent. Pull it in. Give yourself a squeeze. Left elbow hooks around left knee, right leg extends. Totally straight. Lock the knee no matter where it is. Lock it, spread the toes. Here's your arm options. Pick one. Lower down, hold it off the ground, and just slowly up and down. Keep the leg totally, totally, totally locked straight. And that means you, Andrea Matuk. Excellent. Draw it in. Give yourself a squeeze. So here, this is a forward fold position. My rib cage is touching the femur bones. Sit up, sit up, sit up. Excellent. Now I apologize ahead of time. You'll like me when we're done with this. Bring your feet forward, put your hands together. Move with me. Extend and up. Inhale, down. Exhale, up. Inhale, down. Exhale, up. That's 3. We're going to 10. And up. Exhale, down and up. You know I don't count well, so I think we're only at 3 still. Keep moving. Come on. Come on. We'll do 3 more with enthusiasm. Squeeze your belly in. Spread your toes. Excellent. Lay down on the ground. Bend your knees. Pick your hips up off the ground. If you'd like, you can interlace your hands behind your back. Pick your hips up. And you're going to hold this for 5 breaths. If you want to play around, you can walk your feet together and extend the right leg up. And then switch. Slowly down. Next, bring your knees around your chest and begin to rock up and back. Keep your back rounded and your chin tucked. Massage the spine. This is called a rocking vinyasa. Massage the spine. You want to make it harder, you can come up into boat pose in between, rock back. Just try it. We're going to do 4 more. Round your back, massage your spine. Last one. Excellent. Come back to contracted boat pose, ankles crossed, feet come in, extend your arms. Regulate your breath. Notice the blood flow. Hold the position. Cross your ankles the other way. Don't give up. Don't give up. You can always modify, but don't give up. Keep the feet up. Excellent. Extend your legs out in front of you. Good. Bring your hands in front of your hips and hug them in as much as you can. Now, see that I round my back and I tuck? And when I do this, I squeeze my belly together. Really contract the whole thing. So go ahead, take that position. Contract, and then push down, lift your body off the ground. And release. Interlace your hands behind your neck, lean back, look up. Exhale. Hands come alongside your legs. Round and contract your belly deeply. You can scrunch your shoulders up by your ears. Lift your hips up. Hold, hold, and lower down. Interlace your hands behind your head. Open the elbows, lean back, look up. And release. Hands come in. This is a forward fold. Round the back. See, I'm actually going down, but I'm using it as a core strengthener. Squeeze your belly, lift up. So those of you who aren't in the teacher training, I'm giving instructions at teaching level so they know what we're doing. Here's your forward fold, even though it's not in the hamstring. And here's your back bend. Interlace your hands behind the head, push the elbows back, lift up. Excellent. 2 more times, guys. Find your enthusiasm. Let's get strong. Squeeze your legs together, round your back, contract your belly. Your shoulders can start way up here. Push down, lift up. And release. Interlace your hands, lean back. Elbows back. Push back with your head. Excellent. Cross your ankles and transition over onto all fours. Notice how your body feels. Okay, so from this position, bring your feet together so the heels touch, big toes touch. Now, you see that you can arch your back. I want you to tuck and now squeeze your lower belly a lot and just lift your knees up and hold. Hold. Squeeze the lower belly, really contract it. And down. Press into the mat, look up. Good. Back to neutral, tuck. This is a slight forward fold, guys. Then engage your core and lift up. Really squeeze the lower belly. Hold, hold, connect. Knees are together, heels together, feet together. Release, look up. One more time. Tuck, engage the core. Knees come up, squeeze your legs together, hold. Like it, decide you like it. Feel the integration of your legs into your core. Release, look up. Awesome. Now, I want you to point your toes, sit back into child's pose, extend your arms really far forward, as far as you can. With your next inhale, begin moving forward, squeeze the belly here, bend the elbows, hug them in along the rib cage, come down and back, all the way back. So when you come back to child's pose, reach with your fingers, extend the back body. And with your next inhale, shifting forward, control it, slow and steady. Tuck the tailbone, tuck, 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 tuck. Bend elbows, lower down, touch your belly. Come back up, hug your elbows in the whole time. Child's pose, lean back. Walk your arms forward, extend, extend. Inhale, move with the breath, hug your elbows in, tuck your tailbone, lower down, and back up. Keep your head up the whole time that we're doing the push-up. Walk your hands forward, extend the armpits. Inhale, shift forward. Tuck, 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 tuck. Keep your head up. Elbows hug the rib cage. and back. Exhale, lean back. Walk your hands forward. Inhale. Come out to the top of the push-up. Now straighten your legs. Good. Contract the core in and up. And see the position of my feet. You take the heels back and forward and then find this really extended position so you're folding the toes. Bend your elbows a little bit. Control it. Control it. Point your toes. Hands stay low. Elbows hug in. Shoulders are high. Squeeze the shoulder blades together and roll up. And then traction yourself forward, upward dog. Bring your knees to the mat and slide the arms forward, either forehead on the mat or chest and chin. Reach, reach, reach. Extend your elbows. Make sure your neck feels good. This is not child's pose, though. Your sits bones, your hips are coming forward. Excellent. Inhale forward and go ahead and come down onto your elbows. Let's get close and personal. All right. So take your palms flat on the mat and walk your elbows closer together. Okay? If they're wide, you get this contraction in the shoulders, and I think that nobody wants that. If you do, you know how to do it, though. Elbows nice and narrow. Excellent. Now we're going to work on the lower abdominals. So this particular area, when we strengthen it, you're strengthening the muscles of the bottom of your belly and along the lumbar spine. So this is part of the treatment for lower back pain. Tuck and lift. It's super safe. It's a really low to the ground movement. Tuck and lift and hold. And then as you're doing it, try to drag yourself forward. Just a little bit of traction. I want the traction action here. Squeeze your lower belly. And release side to side. Guys are doing good. Hands on the mat. Tuck. Lift. Traction. Squeeze your belly, not your face. Hold it, hold it. Release, side to side. Excellent, excellent. And then from here, extend your right arm out to the right. Walk it to the height of your eyes. And then roll. First position is here on the right side. If you can, try to roll all the way around like you're bringing the lower back down to the ground. And you can pick up that right leg and begin to rock. Now what to do with this arm? This is a good choice. This is an okay choice. This is a bad choice because there's no reason for it to be in the air. If you can bind, you bind. But if you can't, place it somewhere. It's not the focus of the pose. Excellent. Return back to your belly. Just like this. Walk the elbows close. Find this Sphinx position. Palms flat. Tuck. Traction yourself forward. Try to activate your biceps a little bit here. And release. Other side. Left arm extends out in a straight line from the shoulder, and then bring it up so it's actually at the height of your eyes or your forehead. Then roll onto your left side. Awesome. If you want to go deeper, which you should try, go onto your lower back. Then from here, you pick up the left foot, send the knee away, and just rock a little bit. You may see that your spine adjusts. Hand positions here, here, or interlaced. But don't worry about the interlace. That happens when you get both your shoulders open to a certain point. It's coming. Focus on the left arm. And release, return back. Awesome. Elbows on the mat. Palms flat. Tuck. Traction forward. Hint of a smile. This is the feeling of you getting a lot stronger and getting rid of lower back pain. Shift from side to side a little bit and traction forward. It'll help release the top of the hips. Excellent. Belly comes down. Bring your hands Nice and low to the bottom of the waist. Point your toes. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Come up. Now we're going to make it lazy. I want you to sink the shoulders. They go up by your ears. Lazy version. Lazy version. Good. Now rise out of it and traction yourself forward. Drag yourself forward. Good. Then go back a little bit. Lazy shoulders. So we're releasing the shoulders just by bringing them up and down, up towards the ears, as high up as you can. Squeeze them up. Very sloppy pose. Everything's relaxed. Excellent. Then you're going to shift forward till I draw myself forward, opening the front of the hip, push away, and now if you bend the elbows a little bit, you can squeeze the shoulder blades behind the heart. Excellent. Go ahead and rise up onto all fours. Slide your arms forward, either forehead on the mat or chest and chin. Reach. Notice my fingertips. They're reaching, slightly lifting. Alive, alive, alive. Find the periphery of your body and give it life. And slowly rising up. Walk your hands in. Turn your toes under. And make your way to your first downward dog of the day. Now, downward dog is a pose that is really about what's happening from your hands to your hips. So go ahead and step your feet wider than your mat and bend your knees. As you do this, see that you can drop your chest through and try to take your head into more mobility by drawing your chin in and lifting it up, and just let it move, releasing the cervical spine. Gentle but rapid movement. Excellent. And then play around. Pedal one leg and then the other. Now, I want you to begin walking your hands back. And as you do that, bend your knees and turn your toes out. So that you're coming into a position like you're sitting in a chair. And I want your chest low. We're not up here, guys. If you're up here, you're doing it wrong. Stay low. Sink. This is an external rotation of the hip joint. We're resisting gravity, so it's a ha asana, which you'll learn about today. Hold the position, pick up your toes. We're warming up the legs quickly. You can shift from side to side. Sink low. Excellent. Now, begin walking your hands out. As you do this, you rotate the feet forward. Walk the hands out, coming back to downward dog. Pedal from side to side. Notice the change after that one version of that pose. This is a pose that has a big influence quickly, so it's a really good one to warm up the legs. Let's repeat it. Get the transition right. So I walk my hands back and I start to bend my knees. Then I turn the toes, see I rotate my feet, and then I sink. Good. Sink low. So the idea is that your hips are about the height of your knees and you're reaching forward. It's a strong hip opener and a strong warm up. Keep your toes lifting off the mat. Don't give up. Don't give up. Excellent. Walk forward. Get the transition right. Rotate the feet as you come forward. Amazing. Step your feet back onto your mat. Inhale to the top of your push-up. Hold. Get strong. Then I want you to bring your left hand to the center of your mat and lower your hips down. Okay. Now, if your elbow's bent, walk your hand forward. You want this arm totally straight. Next, straighten your legs and hug them together just a little bit. Hug them together a little bit. Good. Begin to shift your right hip forward. And you see that you can move it forward and back. And as you move it in space, you'll find kind of like your sweet spot where you need it to be, where you really expose the tension line. And just find that point and begin to regulate your breath. Hint of a smile. Now, I've been showing you guys this self-adjustment technique where you take the arch of your right foot and you begin to traction or push that left ankle away. So just see if you can find that action. So now my right leg becomes active and my left is very passive because I'm stretching it. Excellent. Go ahead and bend both your knees and then come down onto your left elbow. So make your left elbow so that it's parallel to the ground and fingers face down. Straighten your legs and step your right leg forward. Make sure that the whole foot is grounded. Good. Then pick up your hips and pick up your left leg and pick up your arm. Pick up the left leg. You can do it. Try. Just try. If it goes up and down, no problem. Just try. Try. Keep trying. Come on. Don't get lazy. It's not that hard. Try again. All right. And go ahead, melt down to the ground. Roll onto your belly, but off to the side of your mat, the right side. Bring your left arm into a 90-degree angle. Roll onto your left side, bend your knees up, and place your right hand in the same line as the shoulders on the mat. See that you can move your elbow, push it up, not down towards your belly. Push it up, and then start to push with the right hand. See if you can shift the shoulder position. So the right shoulder moves over on top of the left. Relax your face and breathe. Bring your attention to your breath. Make your breathing long and serene. Spot the cyclical nature of the breath, the upward movement, the downward movement of the pranas. Excellent. Slowly unwind to the pose. Making your way back onto the mat. Bring your elbows down. Take your hands wide. And tuck and traction yourself forward. Engage the lower belly and see if you can activate the bicep muscle. You can pull yourself forward. The shoulders can pass the elbows. It's not a problem here. Excellent. Then I want you to begin picking your hips up, push against the ground. Good, until you're here. And then turn your toes under and press back into dolphin pose. You can step your feet wide. Good, now from here, take your head over your hands and hold. And then take it through your arms. That's 1, we're going to 5. Inhale, take your head over your hands and hold. Flex your biceps, push the ground away. And head goes through. 2, take your head over your hands and hold. Push the ground away into a smile. Regulate the breath. And back. Last 2, remember my instructions from the previous rounds. Head goes through. And head comes forward. Excellent. Bring your knees to the mat. Bring your big toes together so they touch. Your knees are apart. Sit up. Left arm extends up towards the sky. Reach up. Lengthen the whole left side body. Go ahead and take the left hand behind. Then grab the left elbow with the right hand. And again, lengthen your left side body and try to pull the elbow further behind the head. Excellent. Then begin to lean back. Push your head continuously back using the muscles in the neck. Now, if you can put your left fingertips in your armpits, you can take another variation. Either opening out to the side, don't turn your head, keep it pushing back continuously, or bringing the fingertips down to the ground, or elbow. You pick, continuously pushing back with the head. Regulate the breath, hold the position. Slowly unwinding the pose the way you came into it. 3 circles backwards with the left arm. Tingling sensation is normal. Awesome. Bring your palms onto the mat. Turn your toes under and press back to downward dog. Notice the difference from one side to the other. Good. Step your feet wider than your mat. And rotate the toes out. Begin bending back, coming into this low hip opening squat. Keep your body low. Keep your toes lifting. Knees press wide. Hold. Engage your legs. Keep your head up. Don't give up. Regulate the breath. People can do hard things. Remember that. People can do hard things. Hold the position. Good. Begin to walk forward. Get the foot rotation. Remember it. Shift forward onto the mat. Top of the push-up. Right hand underneath the shoulders. Lift into Vashisthasana and lower down. I'm going to turn around so I can face you guys. Okay, so once you come into this pose, first make sure this elbow isn't bent. You need to walk the hand forward until you find a good position. And then place the legs on top of each other. Now, can you recall what my instructions were here? What did I tell you to do with the legs? Were the knees bent or straight? Were they loose or hugging together? What do you recall? And what did I tell you to do with the left hip? Should you pay attention to it? Should you move it, or should you hold it statically? Regulate the breath. Right shoulder is relaxed. We're not activating it. This is essentially a tha pose. Suppose we were working with gravity to pull us deeper into it. And then if you would like, you can take your left foot and begin to push the right foot, creating traction. So left leg becomes active, or right is soft. Awesome sauce. Bend your knees, bring your right elbow down to the ground. Now we're going to have some fun, and I want you to realize that you can do this. You can. Step your left foot forward. Feel strong here. Push with the right shoulder. Push with this. You have to push the ground away. So push, push, push. And then pick up your right leg. Bring your right leg closer to the left one. You can even, if you want, hook it there. No problem. You lift your left arm up, push off the ground. You can hold it in states. That's harder. Or you can hook it there. It's easier. As you wish. Both are correct. Hold. Excellent. Now lower down, roll onto your belly, and bring your right arm into a 90-degree angle. Check it. Make sure the elbow is not too low. It's a big alignment mistake. Really, it's better if it's too high. Then roll onto your right side. Your left hand, the fingers face away, and they're in line with the shoulders. And then push. When I say in line with the shoulders, I want you to figure out, what does that mean? Find the center of every joint, of your wrist joint, your elbow joint, your shoulder joint. Are they in the same plane, in the same line, or are they misaligned? You guys are amazing. I'm sure you figured it out. Come back onto your belly. Okay, take a moment. Walk your elbows close together. Really start to get this alignment. And then take your hands out and try to press them flat. At first, they'll want to come up. Just keep trying. Then tuck. And let's play with the traction. So now I'm going to drag my body forward, trying to pull my chin above my fingertips. So just try that. Excellent. Then lift up onto all fours. Correct the elbows in case they became wide. Straighten the legs and take your head through. Keep pushing your head through. Try to release space into the area around your shoulder blades. Can you move your shoulder blades a little bit? And then with your next inhale, shift forward, take your forehead over your hands. Hold. And back. Second round, we're going to 5. Forehead over the hands, hold. Flex your biceps, push the ground away. People can do hard things. Head goes through. Third round, shift your head forward. Push the ground away. Feel your shoulders, feel your biceps, feel your spirit. Head goes through. 2 more. Shift forward. Come on, stay with me. Change your karma. And back. And all the way forward. Get strong, get strong, get strong. All the way back. Knees come down. Sit back. All right, we're going to work on stretching the right shoulder, and we have some variations you pick. First, extend your right arm up as high as you can. Get this arch here. Then take it behind your head. Grab the elbow and begin pulling it back. Lift up. See how I lift up again and create space? Get it back there. Reach your right hand into your left armpit if you can, and push back with the head continuously. You will feel tempted to stop doing this because it takes some effort. Push back continuously. Next position, you can open out to the side. Flip the hand, bring it down. I'm pushing back continuously with my head, or elbow comes down. Push back continuously. Continuously. Regulate the breath. Gracefully exit. 3 circles back on that right side. Bring your hands onto the mat, turn your toes under and press back. Pedal the feet. Notice how your shoulders feel. With your next inhale, inhale to the top of the push-up, and I want you to hold this position, push the ground away. Keep your head up, and then bend your elbows slightly and hold. Just a little bit, roll them in. And back. Lift your right leg up towards the sky. Now with your exhale, do a slow transition where you pick up the right fingertips. Take your time. See how I tuck my tailbone, I round, round, round. I want to get this knee as high as I can. And then you replace that right foot. Slide back. See how I create a long stance? Slide your foot back. Lift the toes in the front foot and pay particular attention to what's happening in that left leg. The standard position is here to drop the heel back. That creates ankle compression and weakness in the hip joint, which I don't think you want to do. So extend the joint and open the toes. Hold the position. Hold the position. Keep squeezing your left leg straight. Pick up the toes in the right foot. Hold the position. Find your lower belly lifted and up. Regulate your breath. Left knee comes down. Begin to traction yourself forward. Now, if there's any discomfort in your left knee, please pat it, fold the mat, put a pillow there, fold a towel, it's up to you. And I want you to keep the 4 corners of your right foot on the ground, but begin to move a little bit from side to side. Start moving this right knee out and in. You can move your torso a little bit as well, but the primary thing is bring that knee in and out, but keep the foot grounded. Don't do this. Don't do that. If you're in the training, you'll learn why today. We have a super fun lecture on this. Open out and in. Awesome. Next, you're going to begin to straighten, coming back into half splits. Now, blocks are your amigos. Feel free to use them. They are arm extenders, so you can get your spine. See how I create an arch. If your back is rounded in whatever version you're in, if you can't lift out of the pelvis, if you're compressing the spine because of the tightness, create some more space and take control of your body. Lift the toes up, arch the back, regulate the breath. Now I'm going to show some variations. You pick the one where you can keep your back straight. Good. Next is hands on the ground. Next is elbows down. Notice I'm still tractioning forward. And my favorite version is to extend the arms out and drop my head through. Excellent. Walk your hands in. Remove the blocks if you're using them, and I want you to watch this transition. I turn my left toes under if they were. I begin to straighten the leg. And so see, I'm keeping the ball of the foot off the ground. So I'm going to massage my heel, shift forward and back. You're massaging the fascia in the heel, shift forward and back. It's also a hamstring opener. By picking up the left foot, forward and back. One more time. And now, drag your right leg down the mat and hop your left one up to the left. Learning to move your feet on the mat like this will make you a brilliant yoga practitioner. A lot of people think their feet are glued to the mat. When yours become mobile, you can quickly adjust stances as needed. Okay, so again, if your back is not arched, I want you to use some arm extenders, whether those are blocks or not, because if you're here, you're not getting the benefit. Find a way to arch the back. Good. Now look at your feet and make sure both are facing forward. Pick the toes up. For those in the training, getting people into the alignment, they're already in the pose, they're working, so we don't have to go fast when we're correcting it, because this pose is kicking your butt already and we haven't even arrived in the final position. Now from here, bend the right knee a little bit. See how I connect it with my rib cage? You want to feel those two things touch, and then straighten. We're going to repeat this 10 times. Number 2, bend. Keep your head up and straighten. Number 3, bend and straighten. Number 4, bend and straighten. Excellent. Number 5, bend and straighten. Stay with me. Pick up your toes. Don't get lazy, guys. 6, straighten. 7, bend and straighten. 8, touch your rib cage to the thigh. Excellent. Keep your toes up. 9 and 10. Awesome sauce. Good. If you're using blocks, bend your knees, set them off of the mat, and then walk your hands forward. So we're moving like a creature, and step back into top of the push-up. Hold. Bend your elbows. Keep your head up. Hold. Hold. Slowly lower down. Point your toes. Inhale up. Exhale, coming onto all fours. Extend your arms out in front of you. Drop your chest down. Inhale up, round your back. Turn your toes under. Press back, downward dog, other side. Inhale, left leg lifts. Extend, extend. Now with the exhale, you're going to move slow and controlled. Don't just throw your left leg there. So create space by your finger stand on the left side. Then begin to change the rotation, the tilt of your pelvis, drawing your left knee up towards the shoulder until you place the foot. And then take your time, so I slide back my foot. Now depending on the kind of mat you have, sliding may be more easy or not. So it just depends. Either way, find a way to do it. And become aware of what's happening in the ankle. I want you to feel, in this position, you open the feet, And then feel here how it kind of compresses the ankle joint, and then this knee wants to drop. It makes the leg really weak. This has to do with the way you're arranging forces. So if you push that heel forward and just hold the position. Squeeze the lower belly. Push the mat away. Keep your head up. Excellent. Lower the right knee down. And just traction yourself forward. Just traction forward. So when we drag forward, you'll be opening the front of this right knee. And then make sure to keep all four corners of your left foot on the ground and begin to slowly open out and hug it in. Now you can move your torso as you would like, but the primary action is the movement of this knee. Don't let it go onto the outside edge. Keep all four corners grounded. Side to side. Push it out, pull it in. Keep regulating and controlling the breath. Excellent. So now we're going to begin shifting back into our half splits. And here, it's totally a good idea to use arm extenders as needed. We have a lot of versions. And if you want to advance in yoga, you have to actually find the pose that, I like to think about it like surfing. You want to be on the right edge, the edge of the wave, not going too far and not missing it. So find the edge of the wave where you can keep the toes up, squeeze, this leg is active, and arch your back, keep your head up. Yeah? If you need to use a chair, it's not a problem. What is a problem is if you take a version that's too advanced for your body, and you won't get any benefit. So find the place where you need to work, and bit by bit, you'll gradually grow the body tissue different. Enjoy the pose, sink down, work on your breathing. Excellent. You're going to walk your hands in. And now we're making this fun transition. So turn your right toes under, press, and come to this position with the, let me get my heel so you can see. So we're on the heel. And now I have my right heel up. And we're going to just rock back and forth. So we're massaging the fascia on the heel. And you can change the angle of your foot. That's not a problem. The primary thing we're doing here is working with the fascia on the heel because it can get really tight. Good. Then draw your left leg back and step the right one forward. Square your hips. And this is a good time to use any arm extenders that you need so that you get your torso in that upright position. From here, you're going to begin to move with it. Check your feet, they're facing forward, lift the toes off the ground. And then bend your left knee. So you want to touch the left knee to the rib cage, bend, and straighten. Keep your head up. That's 1. Bend and straighten. That's 2. Bend and straighten. 3. Bend and straighten. 4. Good. 5. Keep your toes up. Keep your head up. Don't quit. Excellent. Come into the pose. Good. If you're using props, set them to the side, bend your left knee, and then just walk forward, moving like a creature, and step back into downward dog. Notice how your legs feel. Just have a look. Inhale, top of the push-up, squeeze your belly, shift forward, get strong, push the ground away, let your hips come down, find a nice line, head is up. Bend your elbows, slowly lowering down to the mat. Point your toes. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, squeeze the belly, coming onto all fours. Anahatasana, either forehead on the mat or chest in chin. Good. Slowly rising up. Cross your ankles and go ahead and come back to seated. Extend your legs out. All right, how are you guys doing? How was the warm-up? Did you enjoy today's warm-up? Now that we're warmed up, we're gonna do a little yoga. All right, extend. I have jokes today, what can I say? All right, extend your legs out about as wide as your mat. So I want you to take your hands behind you and begin to push the ground away. So if your hamstrings are a little tight today, you're going to be back here with an arch. Not a problem. The problem is when you slouch, because now you'll never open your hamstrings. You have to get this arch. So find that arch in whatever position. And notice that as I come forward, my arms are active. Yeah? And then my feet are also active. I'm spreading my toes and my head's up, as opposed to like this. That's an uncontrolled, undisciplined position. And it doesn't get results. People practice yoga for 5, 10 years and they get no results because the way they're practicing doesn't align properly. If you don't know alignment, you won't improve. Keep lifting, squeeze the legs. And you'll feel a little better, but you won't be able to control it. You'll always be wondering, practicing yoga from the outside in as opposed to the inside out. Lift the chest, squeeze the legs. I like to bitch at you guys when you're in a forward fold. What can I say? Open the feet, lift the chest, extend. All right, now take it back and keep your legs wide. Point your toes and engage your core. So squeeze your belly here, lean back. Point your toes, point, point, point. Really contract, really contract. Now keep that contraction. Keep the belly contracted. Take your hands behind you and pick it up. And lower down. Excellent. Straighten the legs. Same thing, second repetition. Okay, see how I adjust my body? Feel free, rock to the side, adjust your flesh. Grabbing your booty and moving is considered inelegant in yoga, so learn to rock and adjust. Extend, get long, get straight arms, head up. Regulate the breath. Keep extending the spine, extending the legs. Have the idea that you're trying to push your bones away from center line. You're trying to take up just a millimeter more space. Excellent. Rise up. Bring your hands behind you. Actually, sorry, we come here first. Squeeze your belly. Get this core engagement. Point your toes. Really touch this and make sure it's really contracted. Keep the point, ballet point, really, really dramatic. Then hands come behind, keep your belly squeezing and lift up. Excellent, lower down. Flip your hands, so now they're facing back, point your toes, pick the right leg up. Hold. Hold. Excellent, extend, hold. Hold. Straighten the leg. Doesn't matter how high it is, it matters how straight it is. Lower down. Good. Relax. Lift up. Other side. Point the toes, left leg extends. Get the knee straight. Doesn't matter how high the leg goes, it can be down here, it can be up here, but keep it straight. Really contract. It's not your fault you're so strong. Hold the position. Excellent. Good. So let's play with another variation. Go ahead and bend your knees. And just see, can you get your hands underneath your knees? Good. So no matter how flexible you are, bring your hands together and see that I'm holding my knees now to my femur bones. Open the toes. Begin to push against your arms. And you'll see as you push against your arms, it's going to pull your torso down. But don't let it round, resist that until you find your edge. This is a therapeutic version of, for knee injuries, of forward fold. So we're keeping the knee in a bent, neutral position. And we're using reversal of forces to move into the hamstring. So you find your edge, and I'll show some of the variations. As you come down, the hands come closer together. Yeah, but I'm lifting my chest up, and I'm keeping that contact between the rib cage and the femur bone, and the knees stay bent. Open the feet. There's a lot of variations. Can you be honest and find the one for you where you're able to keep the lift and the connection? Regulate the breath. Open the toes. Magic toes. Your poses are only as good as your toes are alive. All right. Go ahead and come up. Shake it out. Point your toes. Engage the core. Lean back. Extend the arms. My back is rounded. Engage your core. Take your hands behind you. Keep the toes pointed. Keep this strong. Lift the hips up. And lower down. Excellent. Bring your feet together. Good. This is diamond pose, so you should have your feet also far away from you. We're not here in Baddha Konasana. Diamond pose. Excellent. Bring your feet or your hands to your knees. Keep your feet together. With the exhale, lean back, round, 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 lean back. The inhale, arch, elbows in, and look up. Exhale, round, extend, squeeze your shoulders up, dramatize the posture. Where's the extreme of it? Inhale, same thing, arch, elbows in, pull your chest up. Exhale, round, 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 round. Inhale, arch, arch, arch. One more time. Exhale, create space in the whole spine. Inhale, elbows in, blossom the heart. Excellent. Find some props or not. Begin to fold forward. So this is another position we can use props. We're not doing a yin hold or a long hold. You can put them under your chest. Why is that nice? It supports the spine. And so by putting it under the chest, if you're a bit tight, then you can use different heights for this. Support the rib cage. Super nice. Super nice. So find your variation and just fold forward. Let yourself drop down without losing the integrity, without losing the beauty of the uplifted spine. Control your spine. Decide where you want it to be. And keep regulating the breath. Keep dropping down. Regulate the breath. If you happen to do legs behind the head poses, there's a variation just so we have this on camera. Slowly, slowly unwinding the pose. Set your props off to the side. Go ahead and scoop your knees up. Scoop your knees up and take your hands back behind you. Now pick your right leg up on top. Weave your feet together if you can. If you can't, don't worry. Pick up your feet. Engage your core. Here's your first position. If you want to take your arms forward, you can. If you want to make it harder, pick the feet up and take them away. Squeeze the belly. Regulate your breath. It's not your fault you're so strong. Good. Bring your feet down, leave them bind. Take your right hand behind you. Extend your left hand out with the thumb facing down. Make contact anywhere on the leg and push. So push. Turn the shoulder, look over your right hand. Keep lengthening up, extend your spine. Your spine should be feeling pretty amazing. We get a ton of undulations today. Get tall, lean back, play with the pose. It's not fixed, it's not set, it's malleable. Play with it. Excellent. Return. Extend your hands out. Pick your feet up. Hold. Get strong. Get strong. Extend your left leg. Extend your right leg. Bend the knees, lower down. Other side. So now, left goes on top of right. And if you can, thread the feet together. If not, don't worry, just leave it there, it's fine. Walk your hands behind you, lift the chest up, pick your feet up. Here's your first position. The second position here, pick up, extend, engage your core, into the smile, get strong. And if you squeeze your thighs a little bit, it'll help to adjust your hips from hip openers. So if you squeeze them, it's an extra move. It's not required to hold the pose, but try squeezing your thighs together and feel the effect on the head of the femur bone in the socket. Just play with that. Excellent. Bring the feet down. Left hand walks behind you. Lean back. Right hand, thumb goes down. Make contact with the leg and push, not pull. Push and rotate. Extend, extend, extend. Play with the pose. See where it's good for you. Excellent. Return. Pick your feet up. Hold them up. Extend. Play with this pose. Squeeze the legs. See how it feels. And then right leg goes up. Left one goes up. Hold. Get strong. Get strong. And slowly down. Awesome sauce. Good. Extend your legs out in front of you. Now bring them a little bit closer together. I want you to find somewhere on your legs that you can place the hands and pull. So one place is behind the knees. And it's not a problem if the knees bend. In fact, if you bend them a little bit and you make more of a connection between your rib cage and your thighs, you'll get flexible faster and take the pressure out of the knees. So another place you can grab is your ankles. But see that I'm pulling and I'm lifting my chest up. Another place is the heels. Again, the head is not dropped, so you find for you. Next place is to hold the ball of the feet. Now, if you're holding the ball of the feet, you push with your feet, and this is a really nice one because you can really get some extra force. And then I arch my back even more, directing that force into the hamstring. It's a super nice version because I'm using the pushing force in the feet and the pulling force in the arms. And there's another version where you walk the hands forward and you hook the toes in the elbow, and then you push the same thing, you push with the feet. And just extend. In this version, you drop the head through. Regulate your breath. Excellent. Slowly release, unwind. Bend your knees, lay down on your back. Now I want you to walk your heels in close to your sits bones, and then take your hands and place them in the hip crease and push your hips away. Relax your belly and your spine, and just massage a little from side to side. It's a really nice decompression of the sacrum, lumbar, and thoracic spine. Push with your hands, and then push your head a little bit into the ground. Excellent. Then push your hips up towards the sky. Interlace your hands behind your back and lift up. Push the hips up. Keep going. Lift up. Strengthen the back body. Don't turn your head here. And slowly lowering down. Take your feet up and bring them together. Interlace your hands around your feet and find this angle here. Make it greater than 90 degrees. Let your butt come off the ground and just begin to rock, massaging your spine. And slowly release, bring your feet back to the ground. Keep your knees close together. Arms alongside the body. Lift your hips up. Interlace the hands behind the back. Push your hips up. Hold. Really strengthen your legs here. Hug the knees together. Pick your toes up. Push. Get strong in the back body. Excellent. Slowly lower down. Bring your lower back to the ground. And same thing. Pick your feet up. Bring them together. Interlace the hands around. And just begin to draw your legs over your head. Keep a long angle. Massage your back. Let your butt come up. Get roly-poly. Good. Bring your feet back to the ground. Arms alongside the body. Pick your hips up. Really activate your glutes, your hamstring muscles. Contract, contract, push up. Walk your shoulders in. Push the hips up more. Pick your toes up. Get stronger. Use your legs. They're your legs. Excellent. Lower down. And now this time, take your right leg up towards the sky. Interlace your hands behind it. And begin to slide that leg down, or that hand down the leg. First is to pull the femur bone to the rib cage. This will release the hip socket. And then if you want, you can maybe take it above. And we're just playing this. And keep the legs soft. Let the knee bend. It's soft. And just pull it in and release. Just a massage. Keep the knee bent here. Finally, you get to bend your knee. Keep the knee bent here. Excellent. Now place your right knee on your left femur bone and thread your hands through. Grab the shin, not the hamstring. The shin if you can, and squeeze it in. If you can't, grab the hamstring. It's no problem, but this is better. Squeeze it in. Excellent. Slowly release. Bring both your feet down. Arms alongside the body. Lift your hips up. Get strong here. Use your glutes. Walk your shoulders in. Push up. Come on. Rise up. It's your legs. Get strong. Get strong. Get strong. Pick your toes up. And release. Hips come down. Interlace your hands behind your thigh. And first position is to pull that femur bone in towards the chest. This begins to release the left hip socket. Then if you want, you can slide the hands above. And we're just going to press it in and release, but keep the legs soft. Be gentle here. Let your body move. There's no tension. This is passive. It's like a massage or a self-adjustment technique. Just pull it in. Keep your knee bent. Excellent. Then release. Place your left ankle on the right knee. Thread through and grab your shin. Just begin to squeeze it in. Give yourself a big hug. Excellent. Release. Bring your feet down. Last round. Let's make it a good one. Arms alongside the body. Turn your toes in. Pick your hips up. Push up. Push up. Squeeze the knees together. Walk your hands together. Push the ground away. Lift. Uplift. Get strong in your legs. It's your body. And slowly release down. Bring your feet together. Interlace your hands around your feet. Rock a little bit. Massage the back. And slowly release the legs. We are headed towards Shavasana. You made it. You made it. Go ahead and get comfy. If you're somewhere that's cold, cover your body. Tuck yourself in. Tuck yourself in. If you're somewhere that's cold, cover your body. It's really nice if you have something to cover your eyes as well. I sweat and it made Mickey Mouse ears on my shirt. Rest your eyes closed. And for the last while, I've been asking you to do all kinds of shenanigans with your body. I ask you to control this and bring your attention to that and move this and do that. And now I want you to begin to leave it. Just totally uncontrol the body. Have this idea that the body can take care of the body. And take that idea and I want you to place it first in your ankle joints, the right ankle joint and the left ankle joint. Body can take care of the body. And then drop it and allow the joint to be hugged by gravity and enter a resting state. Now bring your attention to your knees. The same command, body can take care of the body. Move your attention pleasantly and allow the knee joint to be hugged down by the earth, releasing any tension, any activity. And bring your attention to your hip joints. Hip joints can take care of themselves for the next little while. Just release them, leave it uncontrolled. And bring your attention to your wrist joints. For the next little while, your wrists can take care of themselves. Leave it uncontrolled. Become heavy, let gravity hug it. Bring your attention to your elbow joints, right elbow joint, left elbow joint. Leave it uncontrolled. Body can take care of the body. Gravity hugs you. Left shoulder joint, right shoulder joint. Body can take care of the body. I don't have to worry about it. Leave it uncontrolled. Allow gravity to hug your shoulders. And then come to the center of your brain and begin unsqueezing the center of your brain like a sponge releasing. Unsqueezing the brain like a flower blossoming. A release of tension. Begin to create this unsqueezing throughout the brain in any places where you feel that there's darkness or weakness, contraction, obscuration. It's like a flowing light, but that light isn't forceful. It's very, very gentle. It just eases the knots. It undoes the knots in an effortless release. Effortless release. Unsqueeze the inner ears, nose, eyes, teeth, tongue, and lips. The entirety of the body is dropped. Have the idea for the next little while, the body can take care of the body. And bring your attention 1,000 feet beneath you into the earth. See your body floating there like a kite in the sky, and you are a 3-year-old child. You can't help but just release the string. Body can take care of the body. And feeling yourself become vast and expansive, as if you were becoming sky-like. An all-embracing expanse of sky within which the entire universe unfolds, becoming more like sky and less like matter. Allow any thoughts to come and go like clouds in the sky. Retain this feeling of sky-like mind on your own for the next few minutes, and then I will bring you out of the meditation. Returning your attention to control of the physical body. And spreading your breath down to your fingertips and toe tips, all the way down. Naturally awakening the body as if you are entering a most sacred temple. And then when you're ready, drawing your arms over your head, stretched like a cat. And bring your knees into your chest. Now, instead of rolling from side to side, go ahead and rock up. For sure you can after all of the shenanigans we did today. Just rock up, arriving in a seated position with the least amount of adjusting. Just arrive, we won't be in it long. Rest your palms up, lean back, head up, become still. Breath is serene. And then with your next inhale, lifting your arms over your head in an invitation of light into the light. And with the exhale, drawing your hands in front of your heart, gesture of sharing with all sentient beings. Namaste. Great job today, my loves. That was a super fun practice for me. I'm all sweaty. For those of you in the training, I want to make sure that everybody has enough time to shower. I want you guys to shower after that practice because we pushed a lot out. Hey, Laura. So I want people to have time for a shower and get a tea. What time should we return? 45 minutes. So let's come back. So let's go till, I guess for Peru it would be 10:40. For me, it'll be 11:40. Yeah, exactly, Laura. I want you guys to get a shower. Everybody shower. This was a practice that removed a lot of stuff. Shower if you have some sesame oil, put it on your skin, come back fresh. Okay, so we're returning at 20 of, so it's so we're at 50 of, so that's just a little bit less than an hour, guys. Okay. I love you guys. Great practice today. We're going to have such a fun day. Get a shower, have a snack. There's a reason. Shower. Everybody else, I love you guys. Class, I'll put the schedule up on the website, usually maybe Sunday or Monday night. You'll get an email. We have free classes tomorrow. 9 a.m. is Yoga in Jesus. 3 p.m. is the introduction to the Yoga Sutra. It's the last one. Register for this. Register for the Yoga Sutras thing. It's going to be amazing. Bam, I love you. Thank you for joining. Andrea, Daniela, Valeria, Brian. Brian, I hope I had good jokes for you today. I put a few extra in. Thank you guys so much. And I'll see you on the interwebs. Enjoy your break. Thanks. Bye.